Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben from Epic Guitar Instruction, and today we're going to take a look at the fingerpicking classic Fire and Rain from James Taylor. Really great tune. It's a lot of fun, so we'll break down some of the fingerpicking patterns, the chord progressions, all that good stuff so you guys can get going on playing this at home. Now, Fire and Rain, James Taylor, as you can see, we're going to be dealing with the capo. So we're going to be up here at the 3rd fret with our capo. And as with most of our capo lessons, I'm going to refer to the chord names as if the 3rd fret were the open position. So for example, this will be called a D, this will be an A, and so on, as we go through and detail out the chords. Now, the guitar intro of this tune is probably, one of the most recognizable in the style and in the genre of that finger-picked folk style. So this is a really good one to have in the repertoire. Well, let's start right at the intro, and then we'll take you through all the individual pieces of the tune. Chord shapes first of all. We're going to be dealing with an A major shape here. We're up the neck a little bit, but what we're doing is we're playing the 5th string open, and we're completing the chord with this little shape on the top 3 strings. Now, as we get into the finger picking, you're going to want to assign your thumb to the 5th string, your index finger to the 3rd string, your middle finger to the 2nd, and your ring finger to the 1st. So if you're not acclimated to finger picking, one of the best things you can do for yourself is just grab a chord shape such as this and just practice going back and forth, getting used to giving your right hand fingers individual commands. Just kind of gets us warmed up to our finger picking. Now, the second chord shape, you're just going to take this formation here and you're going to slide it down a whole step, and you're going to stretch your thumb out to grab the 6th string open. That's our second chord, and we'll call that an E minor 7. So that's a great first move to get comfortable with, is just transitioning not only from the left hand positions, but the right hand positions where we have our thumb on string 5, and then we slide down and move our thumb to string 6. We can start to hear the beginning notes of the tune when we start finger picking a little bit. Right, just little ways to ramp up to playing the tune before we execute the actual methods that are used in the song. Now, what we do in the song here is we're going to start a whole step lower than the chord formation, and we're going to pick and slide up a whole step into that shape. Now, what I did here was I played the 5th string and the 3rd string together. The 5th string's open, 3rd string's fretted, and I slide up a whole step. So we hear the sound of that note sliding, and now we're going to pick other notes in the chord like so. So all we did was reverse order there. We did 5 and 3 together on the right hand, then 1, 2, 3 on the right hand over here, ring finger, middle, and index. Okay, now let's bring the thumb up to the 6th string, and let's pick 6 and 3 together and slide back. Play it the same way. The only difference is our thumb moved to a different string and we changed chord formations. Piecing that together. Little bit of juggling on the right hand, but just start slow and piece it together. Okay, so let's build on this from here. So after we've played our A chord and our E minor 7 chord, we're going to be in position for a D chord here. And we're going to start out by just playing the 4th string open. Now play all 3 strings with your index, middle, and ring finger. But leave the 2nd fret note on the 1st string open. So it starts out as a D sus2, and then we're going to hammer into that note over here on the left hand. Okay, so all together. So what we're doing there is we're separating out the chord thumb, all 3, and now release back to the open string and just hit the top 2 notes. And then I like to hit the 2nd and 3rd string together with my index and middle at that point. All 3, open, top 2 notes, and then 2nd and 3rd. So that takes us all the way through the D chord. Now let's get in position for an A chord. We're going to start out on the A chord by plucking all 4 notes, the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. And again, we're going to leave the highest note in the chord here, the ring finger fretting the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. We're going to leave that off because we want to hammer into it. That's kind of a key part of this piece here. Okay? Now, immediately after that, start pumping notes with the 5th string open. And then we have this fill, which basically amounts to the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, and 1st, but you just want to keep the A chord in place and maneuver around there. All the while you're pumping notes here with the thumb to kind of give it some momentum. So that's the first time through your intro. Here it is all together. Okay, now 2nd time through, we're going to stay on the A chord here. And we're just going to play with this sort of piano style accompaniment. Top notes of the chord, followed by the thumb. Now switch to E, same thing, same strings even except for the thumb. So nice and simple. We get a break from all the bouncing around we're doing at this point. Now we're going to grab a new chord shape here. This is a G major 7. So let's check this out here. We have the middle finger at the 3rd fret, nothing on string 5, the ring finger at the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then the index finger up here at the 2nd fret. So we get this chord. And we're going to finger pick within this shape now. This is a really nice little pattern that he does within this here. Okay, so from our G major 7 here, what we're going to do, I'm going to give you these in groups of 4. We're going to pluck 6, 3, 4, 2. That's a good first move to get down. 6, 3, 4, 2. Then we're going to play 6, 3, 4, 1. 6, 3, 4, 1. Put both of those together, and you're going to have 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 1. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 1. 3rd time through, you're going to have 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. All together now, we have 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. Okay, and here is our whole intro up to that point. A little slower than tempo. Now, from this point, we're into the verse. The guitar becomes a little more nondescript as the vocals enter. So you're going to be playing the same basic patterns, but with just a little bit more of an understated nature. You'll return back to the first A chord that we played here, but leave out these slides maybe. You know, you can do them if you want them. You can do these slides if you prefer, but just kind of generally straightening out each chord section as the vocals are present in the tune. E minor 7, D, A, then A, E, G major 7. Just playing a little bit more understated this time. When we get to the A, this is the time where the guitar on the recording kind of pops out. We see some fills start to occur with this A major chord here, going to a sus2 and returning. So you can even improvise some fills here. As you listen to James Taylor play this live, he'll play all sorts of variations here. A quick little pull off. A little bit more deliberate. But there's a little space in the vocal there for some embellishments or some fills. Now, when we get to the chorus, we have a new set of changes here. We're going to be holding a D chord here, and the guitar part actually just holds on D and then goes back and forth to A, but oftentimes when this song is performed, there's a piano also accompanying, and so I want to take you through some of the moves the piano does here. We're going to, this is the chorus, this is the, oh, I seen fire and I seen rain. So we're here at the D, and we're going to have a little bit of a descending bass movement here. D over F sharp, D over B, D over A, and then finally to an A chord. So you can execute this finger style. D over C sharp, D over B, D over A, now to A. If you want to simplify, you can just hold this chord, the D chord here, play within it, and just go to A. That's your choice. You can make a judgment call there. As you notice, we're moving around a lot of chords here in this tune, and that's a big part of any style of music. Fingerstyle, strumming, rock, folk, metal, all of them require the ability to move between chords, and so it's a good skill to work on. That's what I'm getting at. We want to help you out with that. We want to send you a free video lesson on essential chord changing skills, proper fret-hand technique, exercises to help get you to where you want to be with your guitar playing. All you got to do is just click on the link that you see below. We'll send you that free video lesson, get you going on all that stuff, and we'll send you a free ebook that diagrams out all these exercises loaded with additional stuff for you to check out. Good information. Best of all, it's all free. So all you gotta do is just click on the link and we'll send that to you from Epic Guitar Instruction. Now, coming out of the chorus, we have this set of changes, a G chord. This is the I always thought I'd see you again line. We have G, D over F sharp, to E minor. They move pretty quickly. And this is a nice little post-chorus chord here. Probably call this an A9 without the third. And all it is, just playing all the open strings, starting from the 5th string, but holding down the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now you can strum a little bit within this chord, especially later in the tune. It starts to open up a little bit. Back to the A. Back into a verse. Chorus. D, C sharp. sharp, B, A, A. Coming out of our chorus, G, D, O, F sharp, E minor, and once again the A9 chord there. Important to realize too when you're learning a tune, a fingerpicking tune that's as involved and intricate as this tune can be, that, you know, sometimes we're taking liberties with some of the specific fills, and, you know, that's all in the spirit of the tune. You listen to James Taylor play this tune, and he'll play it slightly different depending on the era or how he's feeling that night. So learn the intro piece for sure. That's definitely a key piece. But as you get through the structure of the tune, in the spirit of being creative, you know, just have a good flow with it and see what you can come up with within the basic framework of the chords. That's kind of how I was bringing it to you today. But I do want to say thanks so much for checking out the video. If you dug the lesson, give us a thumbs up. You know, let us know that you like what we're doing. Leave us a comment. We'll definitely keep bringing you these video lessons. Subscribe, and we'll let you know when we have new ones on the way. Just help us spread the word, and we'll keep bringing these lessons to you. So I want to say thanks so much. Once again, this is Ben for Epic Guitar Instruction, and I'll see you next time.